for three. The offensive rebound. And here's Boston. Their last encounter was in Boston.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
And here's Vucevic. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Here's Waters, guarded by Fultz. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum's shot is off. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Gordon kicks to Fultz. Clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Isaac. Here's Vucevic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Man, that's just an example and display of strength from Vucevic. I mean, just overpowering whoever's in his path.
The Magic shooting their first free throw tonight. Clark, you look at the defensive metrics for Nikola Vucevic lately, very good. And yet, he's been considered a liability at that end. So, in your opinion, which is it?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think it's a blend, quite honestly. The analytics say one thing, but in this day and age, the way the game is played, big centers are typically challenged from a mobility standpoint, especially trying to defend fleet-footed perimeter guys in pick-and-roll situations and in space. To Vucevic's credit, he's worked hard at becoming better, trying to be a better rim protector and recognize where he needs to be early on with anticipation. So he's making progress, but it's a blend in my mind.
Now Tatum following the miss by Evan Fournier from deep. Davis has the open look, and he overshot that one, missing.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Fultz with the ball. Last time, 14 points for him. Now, here's Isaac. Not a lot of room. Shoots a 3. Another miss by Orlando. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. And there's the pass to Waters. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando trailing here. 3-on-3. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Isaac. The Magic again can't hit.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Waters passes to Smart. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Isaac.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Fournier. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The penetrating game, the ability to get inside off the dribble, very important for this team. And Fournier is brilliant when it comes to slicing up the defense with his drives.
Now here's Smart. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Here's Fultz. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Fultz kicks to Isaac. Back to Fultz. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Side Tatum from about 19 feet. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Isaac kicks to Fultz. Outside Fournier. Baseline Shea on the way. And Orlando again with the bucket. For Boston, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Davis. Right side Tatum. Gets an open look and hits. Tatum's got 7 points.
Well, you know he's feeling it when he's taking these kinds of shots, guys. Tatum, very confident with the stroke.
Outside Fournier. Vucevic dishes to Fournier. Back to Vucevic. Fires the 3. No good. Now Boston takes it the other way.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
And Orlando again with the bucket.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman, Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Smart passes to Davis. To the inside, Waters. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Now here's Fultz. Here's Fournier, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
1:46 left in the first quarter. Here's Waters, right through the D for the layup. Waters got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
You know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
Pass to Vucevic. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Fultz. Offensive rebound. It's blocked.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And so here's Orlando following the bucket by the Celtics. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Fader on the way. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Up in time, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Boston leading by 4. In a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Sexton. Davis is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Tatum, and it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Now Fultz outside Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And that's now 11 points for Evan Fournier.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
Sexton the pass to Davis. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Lays it up off the glass.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Now here's Fultz. Just 5 to shoot. There's the pass to Vucevic. Gordon trying to break loose, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Take a look at the NBA. Who's the best, you think, Clark, at controlling the defensive glass, getting the missed most shots and getting their offense back in gear?
Yeah, I think even though he's a bit undersized, he does a great job. Draymond Green, not only does he rebound the ball defensively, but he also can ignite the break because of his ball handling and passing ability. Giannis Antetokounmpo does a great job on the defensive backboards, as does Joel Embiid.
That's good from Kanter. And the Magic making a change here. Augustine's checked in. Kanter drops them both.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Wanamaker. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Tatum dishes to Davis. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Orlando.
A moment now to see the numbers for Kanter. A very nice season for him last year. 14th in rebounding, and he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Like to see Fournier drawing contact on his shots. I mean, he's a crafty player who gives defenses a lot of problems.
The Magic have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. No good on the free throw. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust. And
Clark, you think
mistakes into points at the other end? That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Fournier against Tatum. Fournier goes in. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Tenaciousness of Fournier, man, it does not matter who's guarding him. I mean, he's making it and taking it all the way to the cup.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Pass to Davis. Takes a shot at the elbow. That's in, and that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. Passes it to Ross. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
How about this clear example of perseverance? I mean, he's in his 8th season before.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
How about this clear example of perseverance? I mean, he's in his 8th season before he makes an All-Star game in 2019. Nikola Vucevic just stayed with it, continued to get better.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
Well, we've seen Vucevic expand his offensive repertoire, guys, adding to his old school post game. He's now demonstrating perimeter shooting and playmaking ability, and that's opening some eyes.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. And Clark, as Vucevic has stepped out from that mid-range to beyond the arc, it's paying dividends.
Yeah, not only is he shooting the three-point shot when he steps out there, but it spaces the floor and opens up things for his teammates, and he's proven himself to be a pretty good passer. The face-up game proving just as effective as his post-up game, which makes him a hard cover.
And he gets it to go.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Celtics making a switch here. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. For three, Ross bangs home the trifecta. Ross has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
The open look here for Sexton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Augustine. Vucevic trying to get over. Augustine, no luck. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Sexton, no good from outside. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Pass to Aminu, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Here in the second, a nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And the Magic making a change here. Fultz is checked in. Vucevic trying to get open. Aminu misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Here's Fultz following the basket by Anthony Davis. The pass to Ross. And it's Vucevic missing.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Here's Fultz following the bucket by the Celtics. Outside Fournier. There's the dish to Aminu. And Boston with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Fournier. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Fournier got a hand on it.
You know, having a point guard who can block shots is a luxury. Sexton with terrific timing and reach on that one.
Waters passes to Sexton. Off target from the baseline.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Feeds it to Vucevic. Shoots over Adams. Almost, but it rolls out.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
And so it's the Boston Celtics enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 14 points, 4 assists, and that
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac into the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And he comes up with the deuce. Smart's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Austin with the ball after Markelle Fultz missed from long range. Shot clock at 6. And yes, it's good. Waters got 11 points.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Now here's Fultz. That's tipped. Davis with it. Out guarded by Fultz. Fournier against Smart. Here's Davis. That one misses. And Orlando will come the other way. You know, Greg, defense are given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Here's Smart after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Fournier with the ball, guarded by Tatum. 5 on the clock. And Fournier kicks to Fultz. He tries for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Pass to Fultz. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
And he makes that one. 10 points for Marcus Smart.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the paint, tips it up. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Celtics leading by 16. Fultz brings the double team. Right side Smart lets the 3 fly. And Vucevic pulls it down. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Here's Isaac. Rebounded by the Celtics. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Tatum dishes to Davis. And stolen by Gordon. Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got his first bucket of the night.
And, you know, Isaac, Kevin, is no stranger to contact. Doesn't mind it, embraces it, and as a result, the defense can't bother or distract him.
Tatum's shot is off. The Magic trail by 14. Outside Fournier. Here's Fultz. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the number 1 pick in 2017, Markelle Fultz out of Washington. 6'4". Clark, do you think he's more of a point guard or a 2?
Well, you know, at Washington, Kevin, I thought he showed the ability to score and assist at a high level. Coming out of college, I thought he had a chance to be really dynamic in both areas. Time will tell if that's the case, but I think playing the point could take some of the pressure off of his shot as he regains confidence in that part of his game.
And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those are things that I did pretty well.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, you know, he's still listed at 6'10", but when you see him standing next to teammates, guys, Jonathan Isaac is clearly taller.
By the time he's done growing, he's projected to be a 7-footer or north of that.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And Isaac doesn't want that 7-footer label. Something we've seen before with the guys like Garnett and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I agree. There are a couple of things that go into that when you talk about guys not wanting to be listed at 7 feet. He grew up playing on the perimeter and still has an attachment to that part of his game. And then I think there's also the feeling if you're listed at 7 feet, you're going to get stuck inside. But even more than that, folks tend to look at you differently when you're a 7-footer because you appear to be out of the norm in a major way.
Now here's Cantor. Has to Wanamaker. Here's Adams, guarded by Fultz. Just his first attempt. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Wanamaker the pass to Green, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
First one falls for Sexton. He's checked in for Boston. And both free throws good for Green. The Magic trail by 12. Fultz with the ball. The shot, no good. Adams, some nice D. Here's Wanamaker. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Down low. And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Green, the pass to Adams. Back to Green. Shot clock at 5. Orlando grabs the miss.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Now, here's Adams. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Cantor. Hits the jump hook. And the Celtics lead by 12. Well, Orlando shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Bamba, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Now, when you look at Mo Bamba, with his size around 7'1" and height, Clark, the longest wingspan, arm span ever measured at the combine, he can dominate inside.
And you know what, guys? The scary thing is he's got room to fill out. He's got room to add good muscle and weight to that frame. And once he does, he's going to be a nightmare to deal with.
Shoot 2.
That one is off.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9" and a half, and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
No luck that time either. But you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And so it's Boston with it. They led by as many as 18 points. Floats one up. Bamba with the block. Here's Fultz, and he converts the layup. Fultz has got 8 points.
You got to clog up the clear lanes to the basket. You can't give him room to operate. When you do, Fultz scorches you with his speed.
Here's Wanamaker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He gets it in there.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Now here's Ennis. And the pass to Bamba. And Adams sends it back. 1:04 left in the third. Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Adams outside. 6 to shoot. Wanamaker. A three-pointer is right on target. Wanamaker's got his second bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Bamba. Out to the wing. Now Gordon. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and they pick up 2.
You know, Crafty just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
Now here's Fultz. 8 points for him. Inside, stolen by Cantor. Now Sexton. 1 second left, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Boston out in front by 7. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Green is out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's Sexton. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. Now Sexton following the three-point attempt by Aaron Gordon. Passes it to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Cantor inside. He's guarded by Ross. The shot's good from Cantor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
So I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Gordon. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D from Cantor. Now here's Sexton. He's guarded by Ross. Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Adams outside. Pass to Cantor. Bamba with the block. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. On up the court. Count that bucket.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now, here's Sexton. Outside, Green. Cantor against Ross. The shot's good from Cantor.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Bamba, and Adams sends it back. And here's Sexton. Launches a 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Good to see Sexton knock it down from deep. A shot he needs to add to his arsenal.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Bamba, and it goes down 2 points. Bamba's got his first 2 points of the night.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight with a high percentage shot.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. From deep three-point range, Tatum's shot is off, and it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. Ross, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Sexton, and the shot goes in.
You know, and he's not a pass-first point guard, but Sexton's putting the work in, trying to raise the bar as a distributor.
Here's Fultz. Here's Vucevic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he's good on the second. Celtics leading by 19 points. Here's Waters. And here's Tatum for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The pass to Vucevic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, you talk about the explosive athletes in the NBA, the most explosive athletes. I would think Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, this guy has great feet, tremendous speed, and he puts both to use on both ends of the floor.
And the first one drops. And the athleticism is obvious for Gordon, but he continues, Clark, to still work on his skill game.
I love the fact that he's continuing to improve. He's grown as a shooter and a playmaker. He's always been a pretty good ball handler and passer, and we really forget how young he is, man. This guy still has a lot of room to grow.
Celtics leading by 17. Here's Waters. Pass to Davis, and they double up Davis. Here's Poirier. The 3 from Tatum. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. No good from Ross.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
They get it back.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Ross has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Waters passes to Davis. Now Sexton. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Fultz. Gordon trying to break loose. Yep, that one goes in there. And that's 10 points for Markelle Fultz.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Celtics lead by 15.
And when it comes to scoring, Sexton shows you a little bit of everything. Inside, outside, step backs, pull-ups, even the occasional mid-range follow-up.
Now, here's Isaac. Back to Fultz. Passes to Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He doesn't hit that one. Boston leading by 15. Kicks it to Davis. Tatum on the wing. Over Gordon. Tatum's shot is off. Lando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
And Gordon is a guy who plays within himself, stays within the confines of the offense, only attempts shots that are in his range.
Here's Waters. Pass to Sexton. The 3. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Adams checked in. The Magic trail by 13. Fultz with the ball. To the middle. Vucevic down low. Adams on him. And it's Orlando with another.
You know, the mid-range game, guys, is really one of Nikola Vucevic's strong suits. I mean, you've got to play him honest if you're a defender.
Here's Waters. And there's the pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Adams outside. Out to the right wing. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Adams. And it's 13 points for Colin Sexton. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Isaac. Pass to Ross from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ross has got 7 points for the quarter.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Draining it off the catch. Love it.
Now here's Sexton. He's guarded closer. That shot off. And Orlando the other way now. 1:02 left here in the fourth quarter. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Passes it to Isaac. And Adams sends it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Pass to Randall. And here is Adams. The pass to Ojale. Just 4 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. Here's Orlando now. They're on an 18-7 run. And Carter Williams slams it in.
And Carter Williams really taking off towards the hoop when he sees the lane open. I mean, if the defense isn't going to get in front of him to stop his progress, he makes them pay.
Now Adams. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.